thank you all for coming out. This is a very special night. I've been like giddy all day because it feels like we're finally back to a band day. Getting here at 9 in the morning and doing all the stuff, welcoming the kids in, doing rehearsal. It feels so good to be back. Not quite to normal, but a lot closer than we were a few months ago or certainly a year ago. And so I'm so excited. I don't want to go on and on. You've heard all the cliches about unprecedented whatever. And it's all true. It's been a lot. But I want the performances and the awards and all the other things to speak for themselves this evening. And I'll just come back with a few remarks about a few things in between. And so this year for band has been really, really tough. It's been tough for students. It's been tough for teachers. And of course, for our marching band staff here, not getting to have a full fall season, not having any kind of an indoor season after getting cut short last year. But I have to just give so much credit to the students above all, because a lot of bands in our county and in our state are not able to do as much as we've done because the students are not getting involved. And so for all the students who've shown up, whether it be the fall band or jazz or concert or this spring marching band, the first and last probably ever, the willingness to be here and be a part of it is so important, not just for them and their experience, but for bringing up the younger generations in the band, as well as preserving the legacy of what we have here at Urbana. And so I'm so proud of all of the students here. I have to say the freshmen have blown my mind all year that they showed up. Yeah, give it up for the freshmen. You know, the ninth graders this year came in and had to do virtual band camp, which is most of the work of a regular band camp with a lot less of the fun. And then they showed up every week during the fall to rehearse and just work on technique without getting to learn a show, without getting to learn drill, without getting on a bus and going and eating junk food at Towson and University of Maryland and all the other cool places we go. But they just kept showing up. I think from day one of band camp through the end of the fall season, we didn't lose a single ninth grade student, which was amazing. And then most of them showed back up when we announced this spring season and have worked so incredibly hard. And so I'm so proud of them, and I can't wait to see them experience a real marching band season as sophomores in just a few months. And to the sophomores and juniors who've just hung in there and been a part of this, thank you. You've had a rough go. You got to experience what we do in 2019, some of you earlier than that, and then have had to go through all this. And I thank you, all of you who did not just wait until it's normal again. So for those that were here either in the fall or spring or both, I appreciate it. For anyone else that's here that did not participate for any reason this year, I get it. There's a lot of reasons for those things. I can't wait to have you back next year so we can do great things. And finally, for our seniors, we're going to recognize them one at a time. Mrs. Price is going to help me out with that. She is up in our press box. We have a short statement about each senior. And if they're out here, as you may have noticed, probably. And so, yeah, take it away, Mrs. Price.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Mr. Harrison said, I am Mrs. Price, and it is my great honor to share these wonderful young men and ladies with you. So, behold your seniors. Just a couple of housekeeping items. Seniors, when I call your name, if you would step forward and wave, please. And then in the stands, parents, when I call your names, please stand and remain standing while I talk about your student. All right, well, let's get started. Our very first senior tonight is Megan Blake. Megan is accompanied by her dad, Dean, and mom, Rebecca. So if you would please stand. Oh, they're down in front waving. Okay. Her musical activities include marching band, all 4 years, jazz band, all 4 years, all-county band, sophomore and junior year, all-county jazz band, sophomore year, Hood College Wind Ensemble, junior and senior year, chamber and symphonic spring band, senior year. Band mentor program, freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Towson Honor Band, junior year. Her favorite band memory was receiving detention with members of indoor percussion after riding the cymbal cart into the wall and accidentally damaging the cafeteria gate.
Oh my goodness.
But wait, I'm not done, Megan. Her future plans are to attend the University of Maryland and study engineering. Megan would also like to thank her parents, Mr. Harrison, the marching band techs, Miss Suzanne Summers, and the Zayde family. Thank you, Megan. Let's hear it for Megan Blake. Next is Jacqueline Grace DiPietro. Jacqueline is escorted by her mom, Kim, and dad, David. Her musical activities, and this is a long one, Kim and David, so I hope you don't get tired. Her musical activities include marching band, all 4 years, drum major, senior year, jazz band, all 4 years, concert band. She was in it as a freshman and a teacher's assistant as a junior. Symphonic orchestra, junior year. Indoor percussion, sophomore and junior years. Pit orchestra, sophomore and junior years. Spring band, senior year. Hood College Wind Ensemble, junior and senior years. Towson Honor Band, junior year. All County Band, junior and senior years. She has also played in the Tuba Christmas concert every year for 7 years. Her favorite band memory was on the Disney trip last year when she managed to make a reservation for 22 people at a Moroccan restaurant in Epcot. She says, "We were able to pull it all together so quickly, and it was so nice to sit and joke and relax with all of my friends after a long but amazing week." Her future plans are to attend Towson University and to major in music education. She says, "I'm inspired by what Mr. Harrison has done for the Urbana music program and would love to do for my future students what he has done for me and many others." Jacqueline would like to thank Mr. Harrison, Adrian Amagashi, Carol, her family, Mama, and Christine Ziade. Let's hear it for Jacqueline Grace DiPietro. Next is Annette Aldo. Annette is accompanied by her mom Bindu and dad Aldo. Her musical activities include marching band, all 4 years, drum major senior year, concert band freshman year, spring band senior year, pit orchestra freshman, sophomore, and junior years, solo and ensemble freshman and sophomore years, symphonic orchestra sophomore, junior, and senior years, all county band all 4 years, band mentor program sophomore and junior years, Hood College Wind Ensemble sophomore and junior years. Her favorite band memory is the Boston trip, where we did everything but band. Her future plans are to attend the University of Maryland and major in biology on the pre-PA track. Annette would like to thank every staff and band member she has met over the years that has made her time in band unforgettable, and her parents for supporting her the entire way. Give it up for Annette Aldo! Excuse me one moment. I seem to be missing a paper. Found him. All right, Scott Escalante. Scott is accompanied by his dad David and his mom Jill. His musical activities include marching band, all 4 years, indoor percussion, freshman, sophomore, and junior years, spring band senior year, as well as being a part of the world-famous Urbana concert band his freshman year. His favorite band memory is his sophomore year during KIDA finals when all the percussion groups had a huge dance party in the middle of the floor. His future plans are to continue to write books and tell stories. Scott would like to thank Adrian for being an incredible tech and an amazing guy, Mr. Harrison for putting so much effort into the program, and of course Tom for pushing him to be better. It's Tom's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Tom. Let's hear it for Scott Escalante. Next is Anya Fernandez-Voss. Her musical activities include marching band color guard, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, indoor guard, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and spring band her senior year. Her favorite band memory is Mr. Callard on the blue podium using the microphone to personally call her out every time he was up there. Her future plans are to attend Chapman University in California to be an international business major. Anya would like to thank Mr. Callard and Steve for telling her to best bench press her couch and push her to be better at every practice. Let's hear it for Anya Fernandez-Voss. Next up is Ahana Kadambi. Ahana is accompanied by her dad Raman, mom Sneha, sisters Sahana and Dia, and brother Sid. Her musical activities include marching band all 4 years, concert band freshman year, spring band senior year. Her favorite band memory is performing at MetLife Stadium in 9th grade. Her future plans are to attend the St. Bonaventure George Washington University 8-year dual degree BS MD program. Ahana would like to thank her parents, siblings, and friends along the way. Give it up for Ahana Kadambi. Our next senior is Jordan Marshall. Jordan is escorted by her mom, Faye, and dad, John. Her musical activities include marching band color guard all 4 years, indoor color guard freshman and junior years, spring band senior year. Her favorite band memory is the Cuddle Puddle of 2018. Her future plans are to attend Penn State University and study chemistry. She would like to thank Steve Rickrode and Mr. Callard. Let's give it up for Jordan Marshall. Duncan Miller is next. Duncan is accompanied by his mom, Pam, dad, David, and brother, Cameron, who's down there on the field somewhere. His musical activities include marching band all 4 years, indoor percussion, freshman, sophomore, and junior years, spring band senior year, concert band freshman year. His favorite band memory is the bus ride on the way back from Indy, sophomore year. His future plans are to study electrical engineering at Clark School of Engineering, University of Maryland, College Park. Duncan would like to thank his parents, Cameron, Mr. Harrison, and everyone who has helped create the memories that made his band years an amazing experience. Let's hear it for Duncan Miller. Next is Jared Radwinski. Jared is accompanied by his mom, Rachel, dad, Ed, and sister, Avery. His musical activities include marching band, freshman and sophomore years as trumpet, junior and senior years as bass drum, concert band, freshman year, indoor guard, sophomore year, indoor percussion, junior year. His favorite band memory is the Disney bus crash and everything else about the Disney trip. Also winning state freshman and junior year. His future plans are to attend Towson University in the fall. Jared would like to thank Braden Chambers for an unforgettable high school experience and for the greatest friendship he will ever know. Let's hear it for Jared Radwinski. Next is Victoria Shevlin. Victoria is accompanied by her mom, Jennifer, and sister, Alexandra. Her musical activities include marching band color guard freshman and sophomore years, indoor color guard freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and spring band senior year. Her favorite band memory is having Saber auditions in a thunderstorm in the dark at band camp. Her future plans are to attend the University of Pittsburgh for Health Information Management. She will be in the color guard for the Pitt Marching Band. Victoria says, I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for being supportive of endeavors, driving me to practice, and staying up late to pick me up after competitions. I love you all so much. I would also like to thank Mr. Callard for making sure our feet were in time. Kyle for saying, do you actually know what you're doing from the stadium box? And Steve for standing in front of me so I could learn a toss, saying, you won't hit me. And I'm sorry I hit you. Lastly, Katie for being our instructor this year. You killed it. Let's hear it for Victoria Shevlin. And last, but certainly not least, Naaman Trumbull. Naaman is accompanied by his dad, Michael, mom, Nancy, brother, Levi, sister, Naomi, and grandma, Norma. His musical activities include marching band all 4 years, drum major senior year, indoor color guard sophomore and junior years, spring band senior year, concert band freshman year, jazz band junior and senior years. His favorite band memory is going to Dayton, Ohio for WGI championships and playing in the dirt. His future plans are to attend the University of Maryland to study computer science and to join the marching band. Naaman would like to thank Mr. Harrison for providing him with several opportunities for growth within the band, Mr. Moran for his excellent brass instruction, Carol for supporting the drum majors, Katie for her patience in teaching him flag work, the high brass section for all the great memories, and his parents for their support. Let's hear it for Naaman Trumbull. And one last round of applause for all of the seniors.
Very nice.
Is it over?
That's the seniors.
Eventually like this.
Really?
All right. So everyone, if I could please have your attention, we have a few awards to distribute. We normally have a big end of year banquet. Last year we had to move it to a virtual event, but last year we also had all the ensembles, and so there was a lot more to go through. We just have a handful of them tonight, but we wanted to take this opportunity, since it is our one and only band event this year, to hand out some awards to recognize the outstanding work of a number of individuals. And so our first award is called the Meritorious Service Award, and we give these out to a handful of people who are kind of our unsung heroes, the people that go above and beyond, behind the scenes, and do a lot of extra volunteer work, and aren't afraid to get their hands dirty or ask what needs to be done. And so I'm grateful very much to these people. It takes these three and a whole lot more like them to keep this program running. And so our Meritorious Service Award winners this year are Duncan Millar, Hank Schaefer, and Cassidy Godfroy. Next is our Section Leader Award. This goes to a section leader who was outstanding, who led by example, and was a caring and thoughtful and diligent leader throughout the year. And that is going to Ahana Kathandaraman. Next up are our MVP awards. These go to outstanding members in different ensembles or sections who stand out as tremendous players and performers. Our jazz ensemble MVP this year is our lead trumpet, Christine. Our marching band MVP is somebody who is always on time, always hardworking, always doing what she's supposed to be doing, and that is Stephanie Price. Our percussion MVP this year is actually a freshman, Miss Audrey Cowles. And finally, our color guard MVP, Victoria Shavlin. As I mentioned earlier, we have an amazing freshman class, and I can't wait to keep working with them for the next few years. We do give out a Rookie of the Year award to someone who really stands out as a great contributor as a freshman, and this year's Rookie of the Year is Brandon Bozaz. All right. There will be one more award given at our Salute to Seniors. But since that's before this, we'll wait until then to find out. But the final few are nationally recognized awards that have specific criteria. And the first is the Patrick S. Gilmore Band Award, which was introduced in 1994. in honor of the legendary bandmaster and impresario. Gilmore and his band joined General Burnside's expedition to North Carolina in the Civil War. Gilmore also played for every president of his day, including Lincoln. And this award honors outstanding high school band students and their achievements and commitment to the band. This year's Gilmore Award winner is Grace DiPietro. Next up is the Woodrow Herman Award, which is one of the 2 jazz awards. Woodrow Charles Herman was an American jazz clarinetist, saxophonist, singer, and big band leader, leading various groups called The Herd. Herman came to prominence in the 1930s and was active until his death in 1987. His bands often played music that was very cutting edge and received several Grammy nominations and awards. And this year's Herman Award winner is Naaman Trumbull. Next up is the Premier Jazz Award given, which is the Louis Armstrong Award. Louis Armstrong, nicknamed Satchmo or Pops, was an American trumpeter, composer, singer, and occasional actor who was one of the most influential figures in jazz. His career spanned 5 decades and different eras in the history of jazz. In 2017, he was inducted into the R&B Hall of Fame. And this year's Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to Megan Blake. Two more. The Semper Fidelis Band Award. Each year, the Semper Fidelis Award is presented to a student who displays traits that the Marine Corps considers essential to being a good leader: endurance, knowledge, unselfishness, dependability, enthusiasm, and loyalty. This year's Semper Fi winner is Scotty Escalante. And finally, the John Philip Sousa Award. Introduced in 1955, the John Philip Sousa Band Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. It was created with the approval of Helen Sousa Albert and Priscilla Sousa, his daughters. And this year's Sousa Award winner is Annette Eldo. All right, this time we're going to get the jazz band set back up and play a few tunes for you. So just bear with us as we get that going, and we'll be ready to go in just a minute. Thanks.
Yeah, we get that? Mm-hmm. You are? Yeah.
All right, so this is the Urbana High School Jazz Band. It has been an interesting semester, but a very enjoyable one nevertheless. We normally meet spring semester only, as we are this year, but we normally have 90 minutes every day of rehearsal. And this semester we've had 5, 6, maybe 6 total rehearsals as opposed to 5 a week. We've had 5 or 6 total rehearsals of about 90 minutes. And so these guys, everybody back here has shown up regardless of hybrid, virtual, whatever. All 15 of them, or sorry, 14 we're missing. One of our trombones, Raph, is out, but all of them have been here week in and week out at rehearsals, and it is one of the highlights of my week, and I'm really grateful to have them. And so it's been tough to get stuff together, but we're really excited to share 4 tunes. That first one's called Barn Burner. You might recognize the next one. I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're just going to do it. And so then we'll have a couple more after that. Thanks. So we have some fans of Color Guard, some T Swift fans. Wait, what are they called? Swifties. All right, real talk. If you had told me, like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, that in spring of 2021 we'd have a spring marching band season, and we'd have one show, and the jazz band would play at that show, and it would be in the stadium, I think I would have been skeptical. But if you had then added, and you're gonna play some Taylor Swift on that concert, I would not have believed it at all. But it's 2021, it's the year of strange things happening, and we were talking about what to play, and there weren't a lot of ideas. In fact, there was one idea from a couple people in the jazz band, and that was to play Taylor Swift. And I said, if nobody else has a better idea, we're doing it in a concert. And so there you have it, Taylor Swift, first time, probably the last time for the jazz band. But hope you enjoyed it. Not that I'm not a fan, it's not my normal programming choice. So anyway, we have 2 more for you. The next one is called Old Devil Moon. We don't always do a lot of, we never do a lot of standards, but we always have 1 or 2, and this is one of them. It's a classic swing tune. We hope you enjoy it. Never once have I remembered to tell you that before. All right, so I have to applaud these folks. Although we are doing a shorter concert than we normally would, we are doing a lot of really tough, legit music. The Taylor Swift piece was, a little on the easier side, but music is the tempo is measured in beats per minute, and most songs are like 100 to 160. We just kind of like fast stuff, and so we do a lot of that. The first song, Barn Burner, was at like 240, which is very fast. And this last one is about 220. It's an Afro-Cuban called Zebrano. We've done it a few years ago. Actually, when Gage was a senior, maybe somewhere, yeah. Back when we had 90 minutes every day, and but nevertheless, these kids dug in and got the chart learned, and we've put it together in the last few weeks at rehearsals, and so I'm really proud of their work on this, especially. And we hope you enjoy it. The woodwinds and brass behind me are going to play one more warm-up in just a couple minutes. I wanted to share some remarks on behalf of the band before that, though. This, as I alluded to earlier, has been a very difficult year for many. Certainly, we all know the inconveniences of hybrid learning and mask wearing and everything else, but many have also experienced tragedy, and unfortunately the band family has felt the sting of that more recently. We talk here at Urbana about the band family. I'm not sure exactly when the term came about, but it feels very natural because of the types of relationships that we build here. We spend a lot of hours together. Sometimes I mostly see band kids more than my own family in the fall, and I know a lot of you have remarked certain times of year that, you see them at 10 o'clock at night, and otherwise they're doing band. And so it's a very close group. We, I think, all know how to make each other laugh, and we know what makes each other tick. When it's too hot for marching band, or too cold, or too wet, or tonight too windy, we persevere together, and we form stronger bonds through those moments. When things go well, we get to experience the profound joy of celebrating together. And when tragedy strikes, we lean on each other and we mourn together. On March 16th of this year, Braden Chambers from the class of 2020 passed away suddenly. Braden was a dependable, talented, artistic, and hardworking band member. More importantly, though, he was a thoughtful and caring friend to many of the students here tonight. He was always there to ask how you were doing, to lend a hand with a broken clarinet, to break the tension with a joke, or to blast Strawberry Fields Forever in a car full of band kids on the way home from a day of hiking at Sugarloaf. Braden was well loved here and will be missed by so many people in our band family. I wanted to share that Braden's family has set up a memorial fund through American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you would like to know more about how to contribute, there will be a link on our Facebook group, or you can email myself or anyone on the board. After a discussion with the Chambers family and some of our students here who were close with Braden, we decided to commission a new arrangement of a traditional hymn entitled "It Is Well With My Soul." The piece was a part of Braden's favorite Urbana marching show in 2017. And we will premiere this new arrangement in just a moment. And we will continue to use this piece as our final warm-up at competitions, both to honor Braden and to remind each other that we are a family and we can lean on each other whenever we need to, no matter what. Would you please join me in a moment of silence for Braden and for all those who were taken too soon this year? The past, the present, and the future. Please welcome the Urbana High School Marching Band.
Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Imagine all the people living in peace. Imagine.
All right, so while we're resetting for the third movement, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about next year's show. It's called Love Is, and there will be a lot more details coming, but the first movement that you'll hear tonight is based on the song Married Life from the Pixar movie Up. You may recognize it. It's going to feature a muted trumpet and a soprano sax, things we don't usually hear on the marching band field. And then it's going to go into Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. And then later in the show will be all sorts of other iconic love songs from different eras, and with a lot of wonderful visual storytelling. And so we hope you come back this fall to see it. And it looks like we're about ready. right, so that is it. That is our marching band show. We are so grateful to have all of you here. I wanted to just take a quick moment to thank all the... Adrian is talking. I want to thank everyone for being here, especially our senior parents for keeping your kids in band, for driving them to practice all those years, and supporting this activity. We could not do it without that support. And especially the parents who've gotten extra involved and served on the booster board or helped run things. Jane and Sunny, who were super helpful tonight with running this event. We have some senior parents who are graduating, people who are on the board. And I just want to thank all of them for their incredible service. None of this, normal year, quarantine year, whatever, would ever happen without the parent support. We have an incredible staff and a lot of folks who have come out all year, the fall and the spring, for little to nothing, even compared to like way less than a normal year, and a normal year isn't much that they get paid. And so I just want to thank our amazing staff, the ones who are here, especially Adrian, Gage, Carol, Claire, Tom, Katie's up there, and all the others that came out. But thank you so much. They are why the band sounds good and looks good despite the short season. So thank you to the staff, to the parents, and most importantly, the amazing kids on this field.